What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners. Shout out to the Point of View crew and Trip on This. Today's video, I'm going to tell a couple stories, two stories, describing and explaining interactions I had, random interactions, with a couple different brand members. And now these are both great stories, and both of them are a little bit difficult to tell. You'll see what I mean. Some emotions, some situations are just kind of hard to capture with words. Even with my extensive vocabulary, sometimes I just can't find the right words, bro, to deliver what was going on at that moment. But I'm going to give it my best shot, bro, and I think you're going to dig it. So let's kick it off. Let's get it. Let's go. Dude, I'm in D5, Wasco Reception, which is right next door to D6, the hole. Wasco Reception. It's a reception hole. And it's always full of gangsters and gangbangers, homeboy. And now we start getting these kites, the Woods do, in D5, from D6, the hole, from a brand member. From the 805. He's sending us these kites, and he's telling us, letting us know he would appreciate it and he would like it if the Woodpile and the D5 could get together and put some items together and create a package, create a kitty to shoot over to the hole, because some of the fellas weren't doing all the hot, he said. Hey, we can appreciate some love sent this way, said the kites. And we were forming and formulating and gathering items to send over to D6, but before we can get a package together, a cop came over and started hand delivering more kites, reminding us and saying, hey, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'd appreciate it, and can you please throw together a kitty and some stuff to send over here to D6? So we threw some stuff together, bro, and gave it to the cop, and the cop delivered it, which is not unusual, but it's not very common. We didn't have to try to sneak it over there, which would be harder than fizz up to do, but it can be done. We didn't have to worry about that because somehow this brand member had this cop on his team, dude. And it almost started to look like a personal secretary situation, because before you know it, this cop's like always coming over with kites. And then he just starts coming over with verbals. After we already sent a big package on first draw, next week, second draw, store comes, we got our store, and we're putting together our own kitty for D5 to take care of us. Bro, here comes that cop. Got anything for the fellas in D6? They want you to throw together a package. Said, bro, we're throwing more stuff together for him. And the homeboy Chucky from Oldale says, I got a pouch for him. He just showed up, bro. He had 5 or 6 pouches, and he just threw it out there. He told the cop, I got a pouch for him, and showed it to him. Not knowing what the cop would say. And not really caring. He could say I was joking. He was pretty sure the cop wasn't going to take it from him. Worst thing he might do is roll his eyes at him and be like, psh, or whatever. But no, he said, shoot it. I'll give it to him. So now the cop is just straight out shooting tobacco to the hole for us. From us to them. Straight out doing his dirty work. Coming over, dropping kites, dropping verbals. And dude, cops do shit. This is an extreme case, but bro, cops do shit. My first term, there was a white Southsider from Corona, from Crown Town. But he kicked it with the Woods, like, exclusively. And I've seen that on more than a few occasions where you'll have the Southsider, but he'll just hang out with Woods all day, every day. And it's kind of a trip. I can never figure out what that's all about. But this white Southsider from Corona hangs out with Woods all the time. And he was priming up, he was gassing up this cop to bring him a package. Bring him a deodorant bottle. His family took the deodorant out, packed it full of Gattaca, and brought it here. And put it someplace and was like, hid it behind a rock next to a Starbucks. And said, hey, go, and he was telling the cop, go get it. Go get this. And it took a while to talk him into it, bro. And then once the cop even had the deodorant in his possession, it still took him even further coaxing to get him to bring it in. He's like, I have it, but tomorrow's not a good time, my sergeant. And dude was just on him like a cheap suit. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. It was like a 2-month, bro, scenario. A 2-month ordeal. Like a daily thing. We weren't talking to the cop, just how Southsider was, but he was giving us updates. He said this, he's going to do this, we're doing this. Then one day we go to yard, and that Southsider's just sloughed back. That fool from Crown Town just sloughed all the way back, and we're like, oh, you got it. We seen him, bro, before we even were in his radius, dog, like from 20 feet away. He was on the yard first, coming out the building. You could see him and like, bro, touchdown. The eagle has landed. Look at dude, he's shloud. We come, so what's up? You have it? And he's like, no. I remember doing this. He's like, Charlie. Dude said, never mind, he don't want to do it. Never mind, he don't want to do it? What do you mean? It looks like he did it this morning, dude. Check you out. No, I know my back's just hurting. Dude, I mean, a scantless ass move, homeboy. Baka Daka, as ghosts from Southside Beggars would say. Invested all this time, took the emotional roller coaster with them, and we ain't getting nothing out of it. Scantless. I say all that to say this, dude, the cops do stuff. And this brand member had this cop straight on his team in D6, kept coming over and getting stuff from us to give to them. The freaking cherry on top was one day, there's a guy, one of the convicts out there in D5, cleaning up the patio. Very common. Porters go out there and clean the patio all the time without any sort of police supervision. I mean, there's someone in the tower, but this convict's out there cleaning the patio, and here comes that brand member, leaving D6. Under escort. And like 2-3 guards have this dude hemmed up. He's all shackled. And I don't know where he's going. Those dudes seem like they leave a lot. I think they just put tons of sick call slips in just to get out. It's like a wander of the institution. Hopefully see somebody. Maybe give a verbal, homeboy. They're out there letting it be known that they're at the institution. Here I am. You'll see me strolling. You'll see my kite, homeboy. So he's going somewhere. And the cops actually let him stop to talk to the dude cleaning the patio. Which I never seen that one. I seen it that time though. I'm on my building, bro, D5 A side. Seen the cops let this dude from D6 talk to the guy on the patio. But the biggest bummer about the whole thing, about the brand member talking to the guy in the patio, is I don't know what they talked about. Oh man. And it kind of, at first, bro, made me more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Because I was trying to find out what they were talking about. And when they won't tell you what they're talking about, it's usually because they were talking about you. So I'm like, wait a minute. But I knew I didn't have an issue coming. No smut on my jacket. No reason they'd be talking about me. Would there be? And so, dude, I don't know, boy, because I almost was going to shoot a kite. Because dude's on the other side. I was trying to get it. What you guys talk about? I asked his homeboys. My homeboys, who do they talk about? Oh, we don't know. And here's the only answer, the final answer I got. Oh, the brand member just stopped and he was just fishing for dope. Fishing in front of the cops, whatever. Yeah. So, dude, anyways, there was that brand member from the 805. He was in D6, and I felt like he was part of my program for a couple months. I've seen so many of his kites, and I sent so many packages over there for him, bro. It's like he's part of the family. But then trip out on this, bro. I parole. Splint Dizzle goes home, dog. Every dog gets his day. Shoo! I'm out of here. They come at 3 o'clock in the morning. They snatch you up. And, bro, someone's getting out of D6. Same day I'm getting released. Oh, it looks like the brand member's getting released same day as me. What do you know, bro? And now so I go into R&R. They put me and all the other people being released in one whole cell. They put him in a cell by himself across from me. Even though we're being released, they still don't drop, like, I guess, the security, bro, the rules. They still don't drop the format, homeboy, I guess, because, dude, he's going home. Why don't you guys put him in there with us? We're free at this point. But, oh, no. They're going to keep him to the side to the very last second. He's in a cell across from us by himself. And it tripped me out, bro. Straight institutionalized. He starts cleaning it. I seen him request the cops, hey, can you give me a mop and a bucket and some spray? And he's over there just cleaning the whole cell down. As if he's going to live there for another year. And, dude, you know, you're getting out right now. No way in the world would I be paroling that day. I'm leaving right now. But I'm going to start cleaning this cell I'm in. Not me, dude, but him, yes. Cleaning it, bro. Cleaning the cell. Finally, they snatch us all up. Put us on a bus. Take us to the Greyhound in Bakersfield. And we get there, and I immediately, as soon as we're out of the bus, away from the cops, cop gave my gate money, I jam him up. What's up, homeboy? Introduce myself to him. I'm in D5. I was in D5. I think I stuttered a little bit. I was in D5. You probably ate a couple of my soups. Got a couple of Chucky cigarettes. I remember that. And, did you like the coffee? We helped out the best we could. Hey, much love. Nice to meet you. And so we're talking. And I even went so far as to say, I said, dude, I can give you a ride home. I said, where are you going to? I said, I can make a phone call right now and get us picked up, and they'll bring a couple of girls. Bert, I'll give you a ride home. You don't have to take the bus. And he's like, dude, that sounds like a violation to me. I said, yeah, but a fun one, right? He goes, it'd be fun. He goes, much love, little homeboy, but I'm just going to go ahead and just take the bus. And while I'm talking to him, and he's going to get on the bus, dude, I said all that to say this. This right here, I'm getting ready to say, this is the story. Oh, that was the build-up. Dude, here's the story, bro, that I wanted to tell you what happened. It's hard to capture. So, I'm talking to him, dude. There's his bus. He's getting ready to get on the bus. But there's a girl, probably 16, 17 years old, 15, a young teenage girl. And it was obvious she was going to ride the bus as well. The same bus homeboy was getting on. And it was obvious she was going to ride it by herself. And it's obvious she was a little bit nervous. And her mom was right there because she was talking to her mom. And like, you didn't even have to stare at them and side bust their conversation. You could just feel the aura, the vibe. You could just tell, bro, at a quick glance. This girl was like scared and nervous to get on the bus. And she's telling her mom, and her mom's like, you're going to be fine. And she would walk towards the bus, and she would walk back. And then I'm telling homeboy he's getting ready to get on. I was like, all right, you sure don't want to ride? He's like, nah. And he's getting on the bus, and there's the girl with her mom and looking back and forth. And finally, like, you can't help, it's the elephant in the room. We all, like, see it at the same time. I mean, me and homeboy are done talking. I hugged, bye. He's going to get on the bus, and then we just, like, focus on the girl who's scared and, like, acting trippy. And then I know, then I put two and two together. Oh, she's scared of him. She's scared of him, bro. She realizes he's going to take her bus and she has to ride alone. And I admit, dude looks scary. Hella big, bald head, tattoos everywhere. Does she put off a mean? He's mean, bro. He's just dude, he's just a shock collar, bro. He's all the way at the top. He's an apex predator and he carries himself accordingly. You can't help but pick up what he's putting down. And it could be a little nerve-wracking. And that girl was like scared to take the bus. And then he saw that. So he says to her, he goes, hey, don't worry about it. I'm not going to let none of them lames get close to you or mess with you. It's going to be all right. Come on, get on the bus with me. So he's not even realizing that she's scared of him. He just picking up that she's scared, and he's like trying to give her comfort. Don't trip. I got your back. I ain't let none of them lames mess with you, homeboy. It was funny. I guess you had to be there. So trip on this, though. Dude, I had a homeboy who was a skinhead named Chad. An independent skinhead. Boots and braces. He had a big record collection. He was just all about it, dude. Been a skinhead for years and years. Knew everything about it, dog. He was like skinhead to the bone. Levi stay pressed. Like I said, the boots and braces, the flight jackets, the Fred Perry's, shark skin, all that. He was my dog. He was a good friend of mine. But then we quit hanging out, though, and he got with this girl named Brooke. And everyone would just say how bad Brooke was, dude. You gotta see this chick Chad got with Brooke, bro. She is fine. She's a skinhead girl. Bro, he got himself a, badass chick, bro. I never seen her. Me and Chad weren't hanging out at this point. But then I do see him because he goes on a daytime TV show. Sally Jesse Raphael. My homeboy Chad does. With his old lady, that chick Brooke. And the reason why they're on there is because Chad was not turning, maybe inspiring his little brother to be a skinhead. So his brother was following, Chad's little brother was following in Chad's footsteps. He was starting to wear the Doc Martens and the boots and braces. And someone brought him onto the show like, hey, don't try to turn your brother into a skinhead. You're a skinhead. Why don't you want better for your brother? So that was the premise of the show. I happened to see by accident, like, whoa, there's Chad. Trip out, dude. And that must be that chick Brooke, I guess. Whatever. Then years go by, dude. Years go by. 2, 3, 4, 5 even maybe. I don't know. A lot of years, dude. And I'm in Oildale. Can't get back in my brother's pad. And some chick's there. And she was weird, bro. This chick is weird. And it's that chick Brooke. I was like, oh man, I have to put two and two together, hearing her name and talking. I was like, dude, this is that chick that was with Chad, the skinhead girl, that was on Sally Jesse Raphael, that was bad to the bone. But now she's on drugs, been on drugs a while. I mean, she looks like she rode hard and put away wet, pulled through a hole in the wall. And, if you're watching this video, no disrespect. Just telling the story how I remember it. So, but she was there, bro. And then she brought these dudes over, Wizard and Buzzard. And shit got really weird. There's a Wizard and Buzzard story out there. I think I told it. I could tell it again. I could tell it more detail. Dude, she wasn't even allowed over no more after Wizard and Buzzard. Then a couple of more years go by. And I'm looking for some Garaga. And someone's like, hey, let's go over to this trailer. There's this chick named Brooke and her old man. They sell Garaga. So I was like, oh, let's go over there. So I go over, I shoot up to her. I was like, hey, do you remember me? My brother's house, the Wizard, Buzzard, ringing a bell. Then no. So went in, did some transactions, met her old man, Randy, left, came back a couple of times. The one time I came over and Randy just peels her shirt off. I think he's probably getting ready to inject some Garaga. And I just see 2 big shamrocks, bro. Whoop, whoop. And his trailer was full of people. And I was the only one that was like, whoa, what am I looking at right now? Is this like a real life brand member in front of me? I mean, it has to be. Who else would get two big shamrocks right here? And then he had a warbird, and he had some other white tattoos and his talon on his stomach. And I was like, dude, clearly, bro. Clearly, man. Clearly. And so I started talking to him and jamming him up, dude. I was like, yeah, what's up? And you know what really like set it off? I was even before I saw the shamrocks, bro. What really set it off is we ran amok one day in the town of Bakersfield. And in Bakersfield, there's this family that's been selling drugs for a long time, dude. Long time have they been selling and pushing the sack. They don't hardly deal with nobody, dude. They don't deal with nobody. It's really hard to even get anything out of them, bro. It's even, like, you guys are drug dealers, really? How you guys drug dealers and you don't sell to anybody? It has to be like a select few, a very small minority of people who can even go over there, bro. And even the people who can go over there, they'll get slow played. I remember I used to take this dude over there, and I'd be sitting out the car 30, 45 minutes, dude. And sometimes he'd come out and be like, my bad. You can tell he was aggravated, too. They have it, like, put up and put up and hidden in the door there. But not this dude. Not the dude I just met. Nickname Animal. From the brand. He could just go right there. Not even call first. Knock on the door, then let him right on in. He walks out with product. I'm like, dude, you're the first person I've ever seen do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. No big deal. Dude, he told me some crazy stories. He told me he had to earn the shamrocks one at a time. He told me how he earned them. He told me some of the prisons he went to. I never really talked to Brooke all that much, and she piped up once, and she said, dude, I went to, in L.A., to a meeting of a bunch of brand members, an Aryan Brotherhood meeting, and she goes, it was way more scarier than any skinhead party I've ever been to. She says, I've been to tons of skinhead rallies, homeboy. I've seen the skins get busy and kick up dust, but dude, they don't even come close to the kind of action I witnessed at the brand party, homeboy. AB, bro, they do it right. So, dude, it was just a trip meeting that dude, Randy. He had the big rocks right there. He told me a bunch of things I'm not going to tell right here. And then just one day, dude, they just disappear. They're just no longer there. I go over there one time, and then they're not there. And I used to try to do some crazy licks with him, and he said, dude, you don't want to get busted with me, Splinter. We need to be a little bit more careful. I'm like, bro, I'd love to go to county jail with you. Bro, imagine how cool I would look. Look who my crime is, dog. He goes, would you, though? Not until they slam you with a federal charge and validate you and give you more years than you really got coming, homeboy. The shit gets real. Anyway, so that's about what I got for right now. Hope you dig it. And I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace.